Good afternoon, everyone. In my informative speech, I explain what community inclusion is and why it is important for individuals with disabilities today. I want to take the time to take it a step further today. Instead of simply understanding community inclusion, I want to persuade you all to become an active part of becoming and making inclusion a reality. Community inclusion means ensuring that individuals with disabilities have the same opportunities as everyone else to work, learn, socialize, volunteer, and participate in everyday life. While we have made progress over the years, many people with disabilities continue to face barriers. These barriers prevent them from fully participating in their communities. These barriers are not always physical. These barriers can include negative attitudes, lack of awareness, limited opportunities, and assumptions about what people with disabilities do and cannot do. One of the biggest challenges I may face in persuading you is that some people believe community inclusion is only the responsibility of disability service providers, schools, or government agencies. Others may think inclusion requires a lot of money or major changes that are unrealistic. Some people may simply feel that this issue does not affect them personally, so they don't see why they should get involved. These reactions are understandable, but they overlook an important fact. Every one of us helps shape the communities we live in. Inclusion is not only created by one organization alone, it happens through everyday choices that each of us makes. Research has shown that inclusive communities benefit everyone. Individuals with disabilities experience greater independence, improved mental health, better employment opportunities when they're included. At the same time, community benefits from the diverse talent, perspectives, and contributions of people with disabilities. Inclusive workplaces often experience improved teamwork and innovation, while inclusive schools help students develop empathy, respect, and stronger communication skills. Think about a time when you felt left out or excluded. Maybe you were the new student at school, the new employee at work, or the only person who didn't know anyone in the room. Most of us has experienced that feeling that way every day, simply because people assume you cannot participate and you're not good at building bonds. Programs and never designed Some of these programs are not designed to have people with disabilities in mind. I'm sorry. For many individuals with disabilities, these experiences happen far too often. Sometimes the barrier is a lack of wheelchair accessibility. Other times is a lack of communication, accommodations, transportation, employment opportunities, or simply people willing to include them in everyday conversations and activities. The good news is that creating an inclusive community does not allow, and it does, it does not always require major changes. Small actions can have a significant impact on individuals with disabilities. For example, you can choose to use respectful, person centered language. You can support businesses, organizations, and prioritize accessibility. If you notice that a community event is not accessible, you can respectfully ask organizers that is this something that they can change to make people with disabilities feel more included. If you work with or know someone with a disability, include them in conversations, activities, and decision making instead of making assumptions about what they can and can't do. You can also volunteer with organizations that support individuals with disabilities or advocate for policies to improve accessibility within your own community. Some people worry that they might say the wrong thing or make a mistake when interacting with someone with a disability. While that concern is understandable, avoiding interaction altogether only creates more separation. The best approach is to treat everyone like you would want to be treated, with the same respect, the same dignity, and the same kindness that you would want someone to give you. Most people appreciate genuine effort and willingness to learn. As someone who has worked in human services, I personally see the difference community inclusion makes. I have watched individuals gain confidence after getting a job, making friends, participating in recreational activities, or simply being welcomed into their community. I have also seen how much potential it is and lost when opportunities are limited. These experiences have shown me that inclusion is not just about meeting legal requirements, it's about recognizing value and worth of every individual that I support. So today I'm asking each one of you to take an action. I encourage you to look around your own workplace, school, neighborhood, or community and ask yourself one question. What can I do to make this environment more inclusive? Your action may be something small, but like educating yourself, inviting someone to participate, speaking up when you notice exclusion, or supporting accessible programs, those small actions repeated by many people create lasting change. Community inclusion is not about charity or feeling sorry for people with disabilities. It is about fairness, opportunity, and recognizing that every person deserves to belong. When we create communities where everyone has the opportunity to participate, we all benefit in the end. I hope you leave today remembering that inclusion begins with each of us. Together, we can build communities where every individual we support is welcome, respected, and given the opportunity to thrive. Thank you so much. My name is Claudette Kinney.